So if you guys saw my video yesterday, I was talking about how I think Mermail changes with the new ban list and the new master rule changes. Unfortunately, global go up and all that stuff. Leave a link in the description if you want to watch that. But today, I want to talk about the whole Dragon Link stuff I was talking about more in depth. So Mermail Dragon Link is a thing I've tried in the past. I've tried it with like that weird Crusadia, Danger, Mermail Guardragon deck, and it was pretty fun. I did pretty well the one time I took to my locals with that deck. And I kind of realized that with the new master rule changes, with the new cards that we have access to, you could actually play a Dragon Link Mermail deck with less main deck investment than the old variant that I played, and it's actually a bit more consistent. Now, I don't know if this is really worth playing, or it's more of just like something cool to show off, but it is something I want to show off because it's actually a lot easier to do than you might think. So, the first Mermail slash Guardragon slash water combo I want to show you is literally just Gen X Undyne plus any card. This can be any card, doesn't really matter, and I'll show you what I mean. So, you're going to normal summon Gen X Undyne, you're going to use Gen X Undyne's effect, and you're going to send yourself a Crystron Rose next to the graveyard to add yourself to your Gen X Controller. Gen X Controller is actually now a combo piece because of Needlefiber and Link Spider, which is really cool. So we're going to banish our Crystron Rose next, and we're going to summon out our Link Spider to the other extra monster zone that's not above Undyne. And we're going to use the effect of Link Spider, and we're going to special summon the Gen X Controller from our hand, which happens to be a tuner. Great, I know. We're going to link tune to Christian Hulk, as I like to call it now, because it's not called Needlefiber for some reason. It's called Hulk something. I just think Hulk sounds cool. We're going to summon this, and we're going to use the effect, and we're going to summon out pretty much any vanilla dragon tuner. Has to be a vanilla. I'm going to summon out Galaxy Serpent. There is a World Chalice or World Legacy or something. There is a level 2, I think it's a Guardragon actually, vanilla water tuner. I just couldn't find it. It's better obviously because it's a water, but in this situation, we're just going to summon Galaxy Serpent. It still works the same. We're going to link our Galaxy Serpent. Actually, this is banished. And we're going to go straight into our Guardragon LP, which thankfully dodged the ban list because, as you guys know, I love the Guardragon engine. We're going to link our Undyne, and we're going to link our Halka-Fibrax, and we're going to summon out Triple Burst Dragon. We're going to use the effect of LP, and we're going to summon out Red MD from the deck. Now, about Red MD. Red MD got an errata in the OCG, basically made it once per turn. That errata currently is not in the TCG, meaning this combo still works. Unfortunately, it doesn't use the post-errata Red MD. In the old combo, that used Destrudo, and when I thought World Chalice Guardragon was a tuner, which it's not, it only used it once per turn. But for the sake of this combo, we're using the pre-errata one. It's not announced TCG yet. We should be good for at least a little bit. So, use the effect of the Red MD. We're going to bring back our vanilla tuner monster from the graveyard. And then we're going to link Triple Burst Dragon and the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And we're going to summon Yugioh. We only summon Yugioh for the zones. It doesn't really matter too much. And then we're going to use the effect, we're going to use Galaxy Serpent. And we're going to link it straight into PapaSea. We're going to use PapaSea's effect. And we're going to bring back the Red MD. Red MD will then bring back the Galaxy Serpent. Wow, amazing, I know. We're going to use the LP and the PapaSea, link 2 into Dragoon Ignite Romulus. Romulus' effect's going to activate, and we're going to get ourselves a Dragon Ravine from our deck. This is where the other card in our hand comes into play, because we have to play the Dragon Ravine to use the effect to discard any card to send a World Chalice Guardragon to the graveyard. We're going to link our Red MD and our Yugioh as a link 2, and go into Heavenly Spheres right over here as one interruption to bounce a card. And then we're going to use the effect of World Chalice Guardragon. So World Chalice Guardragon has an effect. Let me just read it because I got this card wrong in the last combo. I don't want to get it wrong this time. So what this card does is you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position to a zone a link monster points to. We're going to banish this, and we're going to summon, it doesn't really matter which one you summon. Actually, since we have the, since we didn't use the Galaxy Serpent to link into Heavenly Spheres, we're going to bring up the Gen X Controller. However, it is probably better to use the Galaxy Serpent because then you have the Dragon Engrave, which actually matters for a different combo. And then either way, it doesn't really matter because we're going to link the Gen X Controller, the Romulus, and the Galaxy Serpent into what is now my only extra deck proxy, is going to be Appaloosa, which is proxy by Decode Talker. So basically off of 1.5 cards, Gen X Undyne plus any card, and our normal summon, I guess it's worth mentioning, is we have a 3 interruption Appaloosa plus a bounce with Heavenly Spears, which could then bring out something like one of the Morphage monsters, select one out of the extra deck, which I think is really cool. And I haven't really messed around with this if you have like Teus as well, but you know, if anybody out there could figure something out with this to extend this farther to make this board even better, and ideally play under Nibiru, let me know, because I think it's really fun. I love Dragon Link, I love Mermail, and I think it's something that's worth looking into at least a little bit, even if just for fun to take to your locals and not the most competitive thing. So, next combo I want to show you guys is going to be Deep Sea Diva plus any water. So like I said, Diva plus any water, Pike to represent the any water, could be anything. We're going to summon out Deep Sea Diva, use her effect, and special summon out our Neptibus, and use the effect of Neptibus to send a Dragoons to add a Dragoons, which will then add a Megalo from our deck. We're going to link the two, Diva and Neptibus, straight into Halqifibrax. Can use the effect of Halqifibrax. And we're going to bring out a tuner, which of course is going to be the Vanilla Dragon, which I have right here. Then we're going to summon out Megalo by discarding Pike and Dragoons. Put Megalo over here. Use the effect of Megalo, and we're going to get ourselves the Abyss Scale. I'm going to use the effect of the Dragoons as well. And we're going to fetch ourselves a Moulin Glacia or a Lapis Dragon. I'm going to get Moulin just because I want to rip 2 cards in my opponent's hand. If you get the Lapis Dragon, what you could do is you could have a spell in the game instead of 2 discards because you have an extra monster. But I'd rather have the 2 discards than a spell in the game on Megalo. It depends on the situation, depends on your hand, depends on your combos, whatever. Anyway, we're going to drop the Moulin because we have exactly 5 waters here. The Any Water, Dragoons times 2, Diva, and Prince. Rip 2 cards at our opponent's hand. And then from here, we just Guardragon combo. So we're going to link the Serpent, or the Vanilla Tuner Dragon into LP. We're going to link the Hulk and link the Megalo because we don't have anything else to bring out. And we're going to go into Tropiverse Dragon, use the effect of our Tropiverse Dragon to summon our Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from the deck. We're going to use the effect of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon to bring back out our Vanilla Tuner from the graveyard. We're going to link the Darkness Metal and the Tropiverse Dragon right into a Yugioh. And we're going to use Galaxy Serpent, and we're going to go straight into PapaSea. Now, one thing that I kind of realized as I'm doing this is instead of going to Yugioh, it might be better to go to Romulus earlier, because you get the Romulus earlier, and you have the PapaSea and the LP, but the issue with that is you have to put the seal in the extra monster zone for its effect to resolve, so I'm not sure if that's worth it. Either way, I probably should look more into that later. But anyway, use the effect of PapaSea, going to bring back the Red MD, use the effect of Red MD, bring back the Galaxy Serpent. We're going to link the 2 Guard Dragons, LP and PapaSea, and we're going to go into Dragoonate Romulus, which will add ourselves a copy of Dragon's Ravine. Now, this is where the Abyss Scale comes, we have to discard it. Unfortunately, if we have any other card, we can discard that. Of course, you're going to use the Ravine, discard the Abyss Scale, going to send a copy of World Chalice Guardragon to the graveyard. So here we're going to summon Appaloosa first, actually, because the way basically the numbers work, and we need Galaxy Serpent in the graveyard. So we're going to link Galaxy Serpent, the Romulus for 2, and the Red MD to be 4, to go into an Appaloosa with 3 negates, not a Link Spider. And then we're going to use the effect of the World Legacy Guardragon, or World Chalice Guardragon, excuse me, that we sent off of Dragon Ravine. We're going to banish it, we're going to bring back our Galaxy Serpent. That's our only vanilla right now because we're not using GX Undyne in this combo. We zone Link Monster points to. And then from here, we're going to link the Yugioh and the Galaxy Serpent because we have 2 dragons. And we're going to summon out our handy dandy Pyretic Seal of Heavenly Spear. So that is going to be 3 negates, so 3 negates, 2 discards, and a bounce. So in theory, 6 interruptions to our opponent's 6 cards, off of 1.5 basically, Deep Sea Diva plus any water. Of course, these combos are really susceptible to hand traps. They Ash the Diva, it's really hard to play through unless you have a lot of extenders, and you cannot really put a negate out before Nibiru, unfortunately, so something to be considered for sure. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this whole Dragoonity, or not really Dragoonity, Dragon League, Mermail idea situation combo. Again, I do think it's something that could work, and it's something that I would definitely take to my locals over the next month where the Deep Sea stuff comes out, because I think it's really fun to play. I think it's really cool because I love the whole Dragon Link concept, and I love Mermails, my favorite deck, of course. But unfortunately, there's really going to be no events until at least after the whole Eternity Code thing, so there's really not too much of a point to mess around with Mermails up until then, because obviously when Eternity Code comes out, we're going to play a lot of the new stuff. But I do think it's still fun. I love doing test hands, love doing combos. Love playing around with my favorite deck and one of my favorite engines, the Guardragon engine. I think the Guardragon engine is something that really should be looked into any deck. If any deck can play it, you should at least consider it because it is probably the most busted splashable engine right now. Either way, I'm rambling. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and leave in the comments on what you think of this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.